We'll stay with Brock because he has Win Percy and he is just a pass master on Mount Panorama.
Glenn Seaton, the man on the move, has cleaned up Brock at the end of the straight, now looking after one of the shell cars. Very impressive first few laps from Glenn Seaton in the Peter Jackson Sierra. The man who's been on form all year, finished fourth in this year's Australian Touring Car Championship. The car has seemed virtually bulletproof all year.
Last lap for Jim Richards, 2:18.
Look at this as Glenn Seaton on the inside. Here he comes. Car number 30 through on the inside of Dick Johnson. He may have missed the start, as Gary pointed out. Wow, straight over the top of their track cam is Jim Richards. The exit from Mazda corner, and he now works Conrod straight. That's the gap back to second. Mark Gibbs, a little taily coming out of there. Then followed by John Bauer. Next one is Drew Price. Then Glenn Seaton and those bunch of Holdens right behind him. One of the Corollas just down a lap already as Richards sprints down Conrod straight. Here comes Seaton down the outside of the Sierra.
We've got car 7, the second HRT car, in the pits. Looks like a regulation tyre change.
That's Bradley Jones, I think, at the wheel. Seven rejoins in position number 25.
Last lap time for Glenn Seaton, 2 minutes 19.9.
And you'll notice, look here on the inside, Win Percy. And Brocky moves up on the Nissan as well. They're trying to smother it across the top of Mount Panorama.
And the second Larry Perkins car also takes Price. 3 cars through in about a 200-metre distance. I wonder if there's a problem there, or Drew's just being extra conservative.
I would say Drew is being conservative at this stage. They don't want him to get involved in this.
That was pretty heady stuff from the Holdens through them, sneaking through in the one section. But Win Percy is really on a charge.
And John Bauer in the 18 shell car has picked up 2 seconds on second place getter Mark Gibbs on the last lap. So there's a big battle developing there for second place behind Jim Richards as well.
The approach shot now to Caltech's Chase, where they are absolutely flat strap. Now down on the brakes through the gears. When Percy closes up on the tail of the Pride of Queensland, but gets it sideways. And out goes Percy. Will he hit the wall? He saves it. Brakes are locked on. Percy has been able to save that, the 16 car.
But there is damage on that front right-hand guard. Look at that. That tyre is almost rubbing there. That is expensive for HRT. Let's see if Percy comes into the pits.
Well, he should come in immediately.
Yeah, the tyre is rubbing. You can see smoke coming off the front tyre, but he's going to do another lap. Now, this will be critical to the result of this car in this race. I'm sure he's not aware that he has this problem. And if he cuts a tyre, he is in big trouble.
Let's have a look at it. Our race cam replay courtesy of Prima Holidays. Win Percy getting totally out of shape and off the infield.
He's done it all by himself. Overcooked it coming into the chase. Dearie me. Now, HRT have some problems very early in the race.
Well, he had all 4 locked on. He didn't want to tail that into the wall. Now, if he can get another lap out of it, but if it cuts through the tyre, he's got a major problem.
And back towards the front, John Bauer has passed Mark Gibbs and is in second place and pursuing Jim Richards.
This is nail-biting stuff for Holden Racing Team. This tyre is being cut by the guard at some stages. You can see the smoke rubbing off it. It won't be so bad on the corners where the car's weighed the other way. But as he loads the car up coming into the left-handers, the tyre's getting a workout. Now, I'm sure with the advanced communication system they have with the pits, Percy would be now aware that he's got this problem. And let's just have the fingers crossed he can make it around to the pits on this lap.
Of course, all of the teams have the output of our 7 network broadcast. And even if Win was unaware, one of the crew members would be able to see off the monitor the problems. I would dare say they'd be calling Win to the pits, some of the refuse off to the side of the circuit, as Percy comes down beneath the Subaru bridge, down towards the dipper.
More Commodore dramas. The Brock pit are ready with tyres. Plenty of activity down there, so we may see one of the mobile cars in very shortly as well.
Jim Richards continues to lead the race. John Bauer running second. There's been another change behind them, though. Glenn Seaton is in third spot now. Mark Gibbs dropping back to fourth. The gap between first and second, Richards to Bauer, is only 10.9 seconds.
There is the second place man, John Bauer, the Shell Car 18. Very strongly in second place in this opening parts of the race.
2 laps in succession now. He's taken around 2 seconds out of the leader.
An interesting strategy this by the Shell team. They originally had Bow and Johnson entered for the 1 car. But as qualifying worked its way through the week, Bow decided to pick up on car 18, so we've got Bow in 18 car and Dick Johnson in the 17 car.
That was very generous of you to say that. I don't know whether John Bow actually decided. In fact, I don't think he was all that happy about it.
Well, they've been setting some pretty hot laps all week, and look at these Conrod speeds, courtesy of Altrex. 283 for John Bow in the Sierra, 282 for Gibbs, that's interesting, and 281 for the Commodore. So at this stage, from the race trim, the car's quite evenly matched on Conrod Straight.
Race cam in the Bond Crosby Caltex Sierra. Hot in pursuit of Charlie O'Brien in the Synovus entry at the bottom of Conrod Straight. Take the left-hand turn now into Pitt Straight. This is where they all started from not so long ago.
This will give you at home a great view of the circuit here at Mount Panorama as we ride on top of Colin Bond's Caltex CXT Sierra. He's trying to catch Charlie O'Brien in the Moffat car. Was very, very close a while ago. It's opened up just a little bit, I think probably due to traffic. And Colin, the former great race winner, carrying 2 race cams today. This is view 1 that we'll show you. Heading through Repco, and there's the second one that is mounted on the side of the door. This will give you an idea of how close they go to the walls here. We'll stay with this across Skyline, see just how quickly over the white line, coming up to Tooheys Turn, left-hander kink here. Now the track dips away to the right here. The fast line is the inside, just almost shave. Now down towards the dipper. Close, isn't it? Great pitches. Now down to Mazda corner. And for the run down Conrod Straight, we'll take the other angle on top of the roof. And here's the 18 car coming into the pits now. And John Brady is our man on the scene.
Yeah, what this one's all about is trying to make sure that they can eventually pair Dick Johnson and John Bow in the 1 car. The reasoning was at the start they put them in 2 cars, figure which car was going to be the best, and then pair them in that car. Both cars are going well. They've decided now to get Bow out of this one early so they can get him teamed up with Dick Johnson from now on. It is scheduled. They're doing it very well. Not a hitch in sight. Just waiting to strap up Paul Radicic now. Won't take a second. And we'll be back in action. The interesting thing perhaps is that they're a little happy in the Sierra camp as to how the pressure they're managing to put on to the Nissans. They were afraid the Nissans may have got further away than they have, and that's why they want Bow and Johnson together.
Thank you, John, for that.